only want to tell y'all that I think that Diddy is a freaky ass boy. I do. I think that nigga's a freak. But I don't think these people were victims. I'm sorry. I don't. There's no way at any point you're going to convince me that he made all of these grown ass people who could have just jumped him if they went into what the fuck was going on. They could have just jumped that nigga. Can't beat all our ass, nigga, especially with this baby oil on. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat all of us with this baby oil on, nigga. Somebody gonna get a good lick in. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you, as I've been watching this shit that's going on with Diddy, I'm gonna tell you, he's not going. Listen, y'all think this boy about to go down and go to prison? He not. And I'm gonna tell you, if he is this big bad individual that they that they claim that he is, a lot of these people gonna be fucked up after this whole thing is over and done with. But regardless of all that, there's no way. Cassie was a hoe. That's number one. That bitch was a downright slut. She's a smut, bro. She is that thought in the hood that always get trains ran on her. That's who Cassie is. And y'all niggas is pretending like Cassie is some type of victim in all of this. Oh, he made her do it. Yeah, right. Everything points to the fact that he did not force her to do anything. I mean, she threatening his ass at some point in time. I'm so scared of you that I'm gonna threaten this person that I fear for my life. I fear my life is in danger with this nigga. I feel my life, I'm always in peril, but I'm gonna cheat on the nigga, and I know he's nuts. I'm gonna threaten the nigga. I'm going to tell this nigga that I want to do some freak offs. We need to do some more freak offs, nigga. Let's get some more freak offs going. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm terrified in all of this. I'm scared. I'm the victim. Come on, man. You know, I'm just totally out of my fucking mind here, right? Like that's what I'm. And instead of me going to the cops, instead of me going to the police, when I could have, I decided that I was gonna try and extort the nigga. And then when he wasn't going for the extortion, I told him that I was gonna go ahead and release a whole bunch of shit and start spilling the beans and yada 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 yada. When I see the feds hanging over his head, like come on, bro, come on, boy. Can we stop? Can we stop, bro? This chick was no victim. None of the consenting adults are fucking victims. There's no fucking way that y'all are gonna relieve these absolute adults from responsibility and accountability for their own actions. There's plenty of people who were offered to come to these Diddy parties, and they totally said, nah, dog, I'm cool. That boy is a freak. That boy is a freak. I'm good. I don't want to be nowhere around this nigga. But then motherfuckers, when it come to money, they do anything. They do anything for money. That's where we are in life. In life, we are all about not working, not earning, but being given shit. That's kind of where we sit as a population now. You got motherfuckers who like, I ain't working no real job, nigga. The fuck I look like, nigga. But you on the internet selling your ass. Niggas got OnlyFans selling their ass. You got hoes who got OnlyFans who wondering why nobody really want to be fucked up with them. Why nobody really want to be in any type of real relationship with them. Nigga, the entire world has seen your ass. They have seen every aspect of you. You are valueless. besides to the little freaky ass boys that's on the internet that can't seem to get some pussy for whatever reason, right? That's just where we at nowadays. You know, everybody trying to get to the bag. Ain't nobody trying to create bags. No, they just trying to get to the bag. Ain't nobody really trying to put in no real work no more. Just trying to get to the bag, nigga. I just need a bag so I could come to social media and be like, I got a bag, nigga. I'ma tell y'all, the niggas who really got the bags, you don't never see them. Yo, you know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you what's funny, right? So I was on the way to my son's graduation yesterday. I look over to the left. I see this fuck nigga Jack Doherty in his blue Lambo, nigga. I wanted to and I get it. He's an internet character, but I really did want to get out my truck and go slap the fuck out of this nigga. Like, I hate the shit that nigga do for the internet, bro. Where he walking around with this nigga and he just kind of like fucking hitting motherfuckers for no reason. Like, I really wanted to slap the fuck out of this nigga, but it was just one of the funniest sights in the world, though, dog. I'm like, you never know who be sitting right next to you. Oh no, for sure. Absolute way. That nigga was right on Broward Boulevard. He was right on Broward Boulevard. Almost, I guess he was going down towards the beach. That's probably where he lived, because that's the safest place for him to live, especially if you're driving a Lambo, right? Especially if you're driving a Lambo. But yeah, nah, I mean, I live in Florida, dog. Like, that's not uncommon, bro. Like, the shit that y'all think, these niggas can't really hide in Florida, bro, because there's only so many places you gonna be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people used to be in Miami, and I guess nobody really want to live in Miami no more for whatever reason. So they starting to move up north, and you got people who, you know, live on these little islands in West Palm Beach, these little islands. I think they call that shit Star Island in Miami and shit like that. But yeah, it's commonplace to see people out and about. That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's what I'm saying, TZ, bro. They think that shit is like uncommon place, bro. Like, that is not uncommon. It is not uncommon at all. But yeah, man, dog, I've been paying attention to this Diddy shit, bro. And I, quite frankly, I don't think the nigga should go to, I don't think the nigga should go to prison. I don't even see what the fuck he did wrong, bro. If somebody can explain to me what he did wrong, then maybe we could have a real conversation about whether or not this nigga should be locked up, bro. But come on, what did he do besides fuck bitches and set bitches up to get fucked? Like, that's what he did. That nigga used to have freak off parties where you, his homies, nigga, you come slide to his house, a whole bunch of willing participants, not slaves, not people that are doing this shit against their will. Nigga, they are walking into the party to get fucked. Like, that is the whole point of prove it. Prove it, High Key Zena. You say he blew up Kid Cudi's car. Prove it. He said he didn't blow up Kid Cudi's car. So it's his word against Kid Cudi. I mean, here's the thing, dog. How do you have a RICO and there's only one person from the RICO being charged? Like, there is nobody else in the RICO, nigga. Like how the fuck you have a RICO with one person, nigga? Like, that shit don't make no sense, bro. Like, yo, how do you have a RICO? A RICO, but it's only one person. There are no, who is his co-defendant in the RICO? I mean, I'm just saying, where is his Cody's? The children trafficking. Where have they proved that he trafficked children? And also, if we want to be 1000% honest, if If I have kids in my car and I go across state lines, that could technically be trafficking. That could technically be trafficking. And this was something that I found out that kind of blew my fucking mind, for the simple fact that he flew bitches out. They are considering that trafficking. Do you know how many people should be locked up right now if that is considered trafficking? If flying somebody from one state to another state in the hopes of fucking some guts, if that is a crime, Diddy shouldn't be the only one locked up. Is that the crime? I ask, is that the crime? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. First of all, the whole RICO charge, I could not, for the life of me, Muck, I could not make sense of that, because usually when it's a RICO trial, you're saying that this is a criminal organization. Name one organization that is run by one fucking person. Name one organization that is run by one fucking person. I'm just saying. Look, I don't have a dog in a fight, none whatsoever. But you never gonna sell me on the Diddy is this bad guy. You're not gonna sell me on the Diddy is this bad guy type of trip, bro. You're not gonna do it. Not for what he is being tried for currently. Now, if you can come with some facts that say that this nigga was fucking little kids, drinking their blood and doing all kind of weird shit, nigga, I'll be on your side. I'll be with you. But there hasn't been a single fact leading to that particular fact. I just, again, I would love, because everybody seems to have all the answers. So I want somebody to explain to me how any of this shit is working right now, bro. When I see people's coverage on this shit, I'm gonna tell you what I feel like. I feel like people want to see Diddy go down just because that nigga got way too much money and they don't like that. I know that sounds weird and that sounds strange, but I feel like that's the reason why the nigga is being targeted. Every person who has money that's black, they have been targeting these folks, trying to get them. Hell, they got what his name is, Smokey Robinson. Nigga, I say, damn, boy, you can't. They do not want these niggas to die rich, bro. Like, they like, we gotta make sure we take this money from your ass somehow, some way. I'm just like, bro, I can't make sense of it, bro. Like I said, I'm not even really a fan of Diddy, right? I'm not a fan of him as a person. I'm not a fan of him musically. You know what I'm saying? I do like some of the acts that he put on. I do like his ear for music and shit like that. But like I have no dog in the race, bro. Like I get nothing if defending somebody was a thing. I get nothing from this. And I don't even feel like I'm defending him. I'm just like, dog, if you gonna really try this man, bro, try him on some shit that makes sense. Because you're trying him on an individual basis for charges that you would not give to anybody else. Like, you wouldn't give these charges to anybody else, bro. Like, again, like I said, if flying a bitch out is a crime, if flying somebody out who you end up fucking is a crime, then there are massive amounts of people who have to be who have to be locked up right now. Arraign them niggas right now. Charge them with it, if that's the crime. But it seems like a lot of what they're charging him with, it's like it's particular to him and nobody else. So even if you are somebody else who committed this exact same crime, right? They don't care about that. They only care about this particular crime that they claim is a crime in regards to this particular person. I said to the Ciroc dude did this to him. I said that to the Ciroc dude. Oh yeah, for that company. Yeah, I don't know if one person could start all of this. I don't know. Like, again, I'm gonna tell you why none of this makes sense. And maybe you guys, if you hear this, maybe it'll stop making sense to y'all too. But if Diddy was this person who was this terrible and was doing all of this sexual shit, right? And you telling me when they found his cameras and stuff, he was the only one that was found on them cameras? He was the only one that was found on them cameras? You mean to tell me there were no more high profile people? There's no other person being charged except for Diddy? Like, he's the only person you care about going down? The only person? Come on, dog. Come on, man. It doesn't make sense, bro. And again, like I said, I don't let all of this, because I already saw how they was trying to paint him. I already saw how they was trying to say that this guy is like the devil incarnate and shit like that. And nobody chooses, for some reason, people don't choose to think for themselves and think about these situations. And I think that's where this shit gets bad. It gets bad because it's so easy to manipulate society these days. If you want to paint somebody as a monster, you can easily create that, because there's so many people who want to believe the worst about every single person in every single scenario. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a high profile person and you just happen to be, I don't know, worth a couple, worth a good amount, right? Hell, they don't really care if you ain't worth a good amount, nigga. If you just somebody that they want to hate, then they'll believe anything that they say about you. Yeah, I guess it is what it is. And then I look at things like that, right? So with Diddy, I was always saying to myself, something don't seem right about this shit with Diddy, bro. That's how I felt the entire time. Don't get me wrong. Do I believe Diddy is a freaky ass boy? Absolutely. Do I believe Cassie's story about Diddy fucking rubbing other niggas nut on him and all this shit? I do believe that. I do believe that is true. But I think that all of that was done with consenting adults. Everybody in the situation was consenting regarding that shit. I don't think that it was like, yo, the nigga was holding a gun to the nigga head like, nut, nigga, nut in my hand, nigga, so I could rub that shit on me, nigga. Like, right, and like the nigga was under duress right while the shit was happening, right? Like, I just don't believe that that's the fucking case. And nobody is gonna trick me into thinking that that is the fucking case. Again, it's a wild ass situation. It's a weird ass thing, but there's some freaky ass niggas out here that like to do a lot of freaky ass shit. I mean, that just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, you got some niggas that like for you to lick their ass, bro. I don't want nobody going near my ass, like, in any scenario, bro. But hey, what you do behind closed doors, that's on you. That's on you. That ain't got shit to do with me. But I'm not with the ass play. I'm not with the ass licking. I'm not with you coming near my ass at all. Right? Like that. But there's some individuals that like that shit. They get off on that shit. Is it wrong? I don't know if I can say it is wrong. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You got some girls that like fucking bottles, nigga. Like, is that weird? Sure. But nigga, if that's they thing and that's how they get off on their thing, that is what it is. You got girls that want you to pee on them. You got girls that want you to fucking shit on them, defecate on them. It's a weird fucking thing. But you got people who want you. You got some niggas that want you to hit them in the balls. They want you to hit them in the balls. Nigga, Do you know how much that shit hurt? Nigga, I got tapped in my balls one time and almost lost my fucking mind. So a person getting fucking just banged in a shit, like, nah, hell nah. But to each his own. If you one of them niggas that like to get punched in the nuts, then go get punched in the nuts, bro. Like that's just what it is. Again, we don't know anything. They say that the baby oil was laced. Now, again, I have to ask y'all to think for yourself on this. Just think for yourself for just a few seconds, just a few moments. Why would I have to lace you with anything if you're already willingly coming to this party and you know what go down at these parties? Please, somebody, anybody, let me know. I mean, I am up for all types of rationale when it comes to this, but you cannot tell me that people at a Diddy party did not know that they were going there to be fucked. You cannot tell me that. And keep in mind, there was no shortage of people, meaning everybody kept showing up. Don't you think after the first time of somebody getting hit with that baby oil, them niggas be like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, nigga. I am not going back to this fucking party, nigga. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I woke up, my ass was hurting, nigga. I just don't know what the hell happened. Nigga, he put some baby oil on me, nigga, and I slid into a fucking different universe, right? Nah, that never happened. That never happened. Nobody was sitting up here saying, nah, I'm not going to the Diddy party. Everybody was like, yo, he having another Diddy party, nigga? Like that nigga Bow Wow was like, yeah, nigga, I've been to them Diddy parties. Them parties, wow, nigga. That nigga was ready to go back to a Diddy. He said, don't nobody have a party like a Diddy party, nigga. That was Mr. Shad Moss, nigga. So, again, if all of this strange shit was going on, if all of this crazy shit was going on, then please explain to me why these grown ass adults who did not have to return, who could have turned down the money, who could have said, no, I'm cool. Why did them niggas continue to go? Why did they continue to go? That's what I'm saying, Nick. That's what I'm saying. If all of this wild shit was going on at this fucking party, bro, why would anyone in their right mind continue going? Dog, if that was the case, Diddy parties should have been shut down a long fucking time ago. They should have been shut down a long time ago. Dog, you know how easy it would be for somebody to go to the feds and be like, hey, wait until we get another invite and then y'all go and raid that shit. They could have easily did that. But no, you telling me that these people let one person control the entire house of people for this fucking long, and it was against their will. Bro. Stop. We are not gonna fucking play this game. Absolutely fucking not. You are not going to be able to explain that to me and rationalize it to me and make me think that these fucking adults didn't know what the fuck was going on and they were all just as confused as everybody else. No, nigga, you went for the lube. Nigga, you knew what the lube did to you. Nigga, you knew what these parties was about, nigga. It's the same thing as a fucking swingers club, bro. You mean to tell me that everybody in the swingers club is being trafficked? You mean to tell me there's a difference between a swingers club and a Diddy party? Because all it is a whole bunch of consenting adults going in there, opening their legs and possibly fucking spreading diseases, nigga. Make it make sense. That means every swingers club in America should be shut down. Every swingers. If you gonna take down Diddy, Take down every swingers club in America. Shut them down. They are illegal, and there's a whole bunch of adulterous shit going on, and there's a lot of crimes being broke, according to y'all. There's a lot of crime going on. There's no way you can know about swingers clubs, but then say that Diddy is wrong here. All Diddy did was bring some niggas and bitches together to fuck, and then he brought some niggas to fuck his girlfriend. Now that shit, I definitely want to hear an explanation for that one, though. We'll probably never hear it, though. We would probably never hear it, but I want to hear an explanation as to why this nigga just wanted motherfuckers to fuck his girl. That's what I want to know. I want to know why he just got off on bitches, on niggas fucking his bitch. Because if you can't explain that to me, then you never gonna be able to explain to me how he could be so mad at Kid Cudi that he wanted to set his fucking car on fire. Nigga, he just watched this same bitch get ran through, nigga. Like, ran the fuck through. But all of a sudden he want to kill Kid Cudi for running through his bitch? Like, yo, this shit is wild. This whole story is fucking wild, dog. This shit is mental, bro. It is mental, bro. Like, truthfully, it is probably the craziest shit I've ever heard of in my life. But just because it's crazy, does that make it illegal, though? I don't think it make it illegal. I don't think this nigga should be getting racketeering charges, nigga. Hey, that's a fact, Corey. They definitely embarrassing the fuck out of him right now. Like, I don't think. First of all, I don't think the baby oil is laced. I don't truly believe it's laced. There's nothing that proved that any of that shit was laced, nigga. And again, if you want to run with a lie, I mean, who have you ever heard prior to Diddy lacing baby oil? Who have you ever heard? Who have you ever heard? I mean, hey, Dewan, bro, you know that's the only thing that makes sense, bro. You know that's the only thing that makes sense, bro. There was a lot of consenting adults in there. Nobody ever said that they wasn't there. Like, again, how does this one person have this much control over you? And I think all of this shit started when I think they caught his drug mule, and that boy started giving up the deets. He had a little white boy running drugs from him. Had a little white boy running drugs from him. But you know, you can't trust them folks, man. You know, even if you fed them niggas, nigga, you can't trust them niggas, man. They've been waiting on your downfall forever, nigga. Like, the fuck? I mean, again, like I said, they made it cool to hate Diddy because other people. Here's the thing. Other people already hated Diddy because they feel like Diddy had Pac killed, or they feel like Diddy had Biggie killed, or hell, I heard some people saying that Diddy had both Pac and Big killed. And here's my thing about that, right? When you hear people tell these stories and hear what they're saying about Diddy, how is it that Diddy had enough influence when he was broke compared to what he got now? And he was able to kill a nigga. He was able to kill two of the most famous people in the world with no issue, but he couldn't kill Kid Cudi. I mean, I'm just saying, I think it would be easier to kill Kid Cudi than it would be to kill Tupac and Biggie, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just would be. So let me know, how is it possible that he killed two of the biggest motherfuckers in the world? Because at that time, Biggie and Tupac was the two biggest rappers in the universe. Christopher Wallace and Tupac Shakur. He had them niggas off quick. So you mean to tell me ain't no more real gangsters out there that's willing to go throw their life away, even though we see them every fucking day? We see these niggas every day. These children are literally throwing their fucking lives away for nothing. For nothing. But it's hard to kill a nigga that's already been on suicide watch. It's hard to kill that nigga though. You could blow up his car, but you can't kill him. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, niggas get real. They get real defensive about they bitches. A nigga will kill you quicker over a bitch than over some random ass beef. So you mean to tell me that he didn't kill Kid Cudi for fucking his girlfriend, I guess his fiance, whatever the fuck they was at that time? But he was able to kill the two superstars though. Yeah, alright, but fuck all of that shit about Diddy, nigga. Free that nigga Diddy. Let that nigga continue to run his fucking club, nigga, cause that's what the fuck it is. Let that nigga continue to run his fucking whorehouse, nigga. It is that's what the fuck it is, man. That's what the fuck it is. Again, if you gonna take down Diddy, take down all of the fucking participants as well, because that means they're all guilty of the exact same fucking crimes. They were there, they were participating. All of them should go to jail. If he's going to jail, then they all go to jail. I don't think you should single out this one individual. I think Cassie should be put in jail. Because if what they say about her is true, she facilitated a lot of this shit. So how the fuck y'all gonna let her walk free? I'm just saying. How y'all gonna let her work? Don't let her walk free. Walk her ass straight into that fucking prison, nigga. Like, fuck out of here. Yeah, I heard that shit. Them talking about Trump is gonna pardon Diddy if he do get convicted. Listen, Trump has told y'all, nigga, freedom is up for sale, nigga. America is up for sale, nigga. It don't matter what you did. It don't matter what you got convicted for. It don't matter what you have done, nigga. From a federal standpoint, just get one of your people in touch with Trump somewhere, nigga. Shoot that nigga like 5 million, 10 million. It's gonna be something small to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? That nigga gonna be free if they do somehow happen to fucking lock his ass up. If they do somehow find a way to convict Diddy, that nigga will be free. Again, that nigga is not finna sit in no prison. He is not finna sit in no jail. Do that make Trump a good person? Fuck no. But black people are easily amused by stupid shit like this. Like them saying that that he pardoned Larry Hoover. Nigga, was that supposed to be justice, nigga? Was that supposed to be a move we were supposed to salute this nigga for? Like, yeah, free the gang member that was killing a whole bunch of people. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Is you crazy? The fuck are we talking about, nigga? The fuck are we like? Bro, I don't understand niggas in 2025, dog. I don't, bro. Like, this gotta be some of the stupidest shit that I've ever seen, dog. Again, I don't care who you are pardoning and getting out of prison, out of jail. Them niggas was there for a reason, nigga. Like, just because you freeing them motherfucker, what is that supposed to do for me as a black person, nigga? You think I'm supposed to care that they fucking released Larry Hoover? Nigga, I'm not a gang member, nigga. But I will say on Trump's behalf, that's smart, because black people are loyal to a fault, which means whatever gang Larry Hoover was over and probably still is over, them niggas will be loyal to Trump because they freed their boss, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's the weirdest fucking thing, dog. I'm not a part of that crowd. I'm sorry. As part of the black delegation, nigga, I do not participate in bullshit like this, dog. So don't tell me that you're gonna free a murderer, nigga, and think that I'm supposed to be like, yeah, thank you. See, Joe Biden wouldn't do that. Joe Biden wouldn't release criminal back into population? Like, what the fuck are we talking about, nigga? What are we talking about? This is the black experience in 2025, nigga. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Niggas like, yeah. Man, listen, bro. This shit is wild, bro. That's all I gotta say. This shit wild. It don't mean nothing to me. But I'm gonna tell you, if Trump does pardon this next individual, then, and I don't know if he even can, because I don't know if this was a federal thing or if it was a state thing. I think it would be a good thing, because I don't believe this person is guilty at all to any degree. That's Tory Lanez. That's Tory Lanez. I told y'all from the beginning. I never thought Tory Lanez was guilty. I never thought that Tory Lanez did anything to that stupid bitch Megan, bro. The one thing that I can, and you know, I got a lot of hate for that shit too. I got a lot of hate from people talking about see, y'all never defend black women, bro. I don't defend anybody, dog. I'ma be real with you, bro. I know how bitches lie, especially black bitches. I got a lot of black bitches in my family, bro, and I've seen these motherfuckers lie. I've seen them lie. I know the lies that they tell. In this case, it's fucked up because you put a man's life in jeopardy for absolutely no reason, and you knew the truth the entire time. Y'all think she didn't know that truth? You think she didn't know the truth that entire time? She did know the truth. As a matter of fact, I think it's fucked up that they manipulated you dumb motherfuckers even more when that nigga was apologizing, bro. That nigga wasn't apologizing for shooting her, nigga. As a matter of fact, if he shot her, he probably would have never reached out to her, nigga. Nigga, he was apologizing because, nigga, he was fucking both of them bitches. He was fucking Kelsey and he was fucking her, nigga. The reason that whole shit went down the way that it did, the reason why Kelsey drawed down on her motherfucking ass is because Tory was smacking her. He was blowing her back out. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, they went and picked this nigga up from Kylie Jenner's house, bro. You mean to tell me if all of this shit was true and Megan was just trying to get out of there, why the fuck you came back to pick this nigga up from Kylie Jenner's house? Why you ain't let that nigga stay there and stay in the pool and fuck the white bitch? Why did you not let him get his rocks off on the white bitch? You came, got this nigga, argue with this nigga, and then you in the truck with another one of the bitches that the nigga done fuck. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here, bro? Like, that is the most fucked up thing that I've ever seen in my life, dog. And anybody who ever believed Megan got shot, dog, I was like, dog, how stupid are y'all, nigga? Do you know what a fucking gun would do it to a foot if you got fucking shot? I ain't talking. No, come on, bro. And in such close proximity, you mean to tell me the most he could hit was your fucking feet when this bitch is like 6'8"? 6'8", 250 or some shit like that. I don't know. That bitch is big. She tall as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you mean to tell me the most he could shoot was them big ass feet? Come on, bruh. And then niggas couldn't even make sense of that. I'm like, dog, if a motherfucker shot you in your feet, bro, your feet would probably be off, nigga. Dog, this bitch was back on live twerking, nigga, for a person who just got shot in their feet. Nigga, you should have probably put on something, you know, said I can't walk or whatever, nigga. She should have played the lie better. The lie never made sense. The thing is, though, I see niggas that get put in these situations all the fucking time, and for some reason, it's like motherfuckers' minds are programmed to automatically believe women, bro. I don't know why. Every fucking war that has ever been started has been because of some bitch. I can guarantee you, every war had some bitch behind it. Talking and lying, bro. And I'm just like, dog, this story just never made sense to me, though. It never made sense. As a matter of fact, it had came out a long time ago that it was Kelsey. You got a motherfucker who took the stand and they gave her full immunity. Why would they give her full immunity if she did nothing wrong? She did nothing wrong. I don't need immunity if I did nothing wrong. But people seem to overlook that fact. What could Kelsey have could have possibly done? What could she have possibly done that would made her say, I'm not getting on that stand unless you tell me that I can't get in trouble for anything that I say? Think about it. Think about it. No residue found on Taylor on Tory on Tory. None. Nothing. Nothing. How this nigga got convicted is beyond me, dog. It is beyond me. How in the fuck do you convict me and I have no gun residue on me and you got all of us at the same time, bruh? You got all of us at the same time. It ain't like I had time to go home and wash up or nothing. You came and picked all of us up while we was in the fucking truck. I ain't got no gun residue on me. Kelsey has gunshot residue on her. Gunshot residue on her. How the fuck she got gunshot residue, but I don't have gunshot residue? Can anybody make this make sense, bro? It pisses me off every time I think about it, because the campaigns that was ran against this man, bro, that could have been anybody, dog. That could have been anybody, bro. And like I said, for me, I'm never one that's just gonna take a person's side for any given reason. I'm not taking your side because we both black. I'm not taking your side because you're a female of any fucking race. I'm not taking your side just because you say I should. I'm never gonna do that. I'm always gonna try and look at the scenario and say, okay, can I make this scenario make sense? If I can't make it make sense, bro, there's no way I'm taking your side. There's no way. There's no way. The court of public opinion was mixed though, Corey. That shit was mixed. It was like, to be honest with you, it was like 50-50. If you were a fan of Meg, then you believe Meg. If you was a fan of Tory, you believe Tory. And then you got the people, I guess the individuals that were like, kind of like, I don't know, maybe. But then again, like I said, it all depends on who you have. Who is it easier to hate is what it is. And because they felt like Tory Lanez was egotistical or whatever, or arrogant, or you know how motherfuckers try to look at shit, dog. Like, fuck you, nigga. Like, of course I'm supposed to feel like I'm the shit, nigga. Of course I'm supposed to feel like I'm better than anything, dog. Like, I don't, that's what I never understand about people. What do you mean I'm arrogant? What do you mean I'm egotistical? Because to me, what I believe is, I think that people, when they say that, they just look at themselves as less than. And when they look at you, they feel less than. And I think that pisses them off because you make them feel less than. That's the only thing that can make sense to me, bro. Because a lot of the times when people hate, they hate the hate. Where does it come from? Where the fuck does it come from? And I'm just like, man, I felt like they did that man so dirty. And then when I heard that nigga got stabbed up 14 times and I saw the video, I'm like, God damn, dog. So you mean to tell me that this bitch not only took this man from his family, bro, took this man from, let's not even say family, because he was out there fucking a lot of bitches and ended up with the other one and ended up marrying her just because, nigga, I don't know if it was for the look or whatever, but this man had kids that he take care of out here, bro. She didn't give a fuck about the kids, dog. She didn't give a fuck about nothing, dog. She took that man from his kids, put him in probably one of the worst fucking places you can be. And this man got stabbed up, and 9 times out of 10, he didn't even fucking do what she said that he did. I'm gonna leave that one chance. I'm gonna leave that 1 point. Instead of saying 10 out of 10, he didn't do it, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10, he didn't do it. I'm gonna give 1 point as he might have had more of a play in it than what he's saying. But again, if you ask me, bro, I think that bitch, I think she's just a lying bitch, bro. I'm sorry. And I have no respect for her, bro. And if that man end up dying in prison, bro, Megan needs to die out here. She needs to die out here, or she need to go to prison and they need to fuck her up. I'm sorry. It is what it is, bro. I never wish bad on people. You know what I'm saying? Truly wish bad on people unless I feel like what they did is just unforgivable, bruh. Because again, like I said, Tory Lanez could have been anybody, bro. Tory Lanez could have been anybody, dog. And all she had to do was tell a lie, get that man locked up, have him sitting in prison, and then the person who stabbed him up, you can't tell me that wasn't a hit job, bro. You can't tell me somebody from her camp, somebody from Roc Nation, somebody involved with her, or possibly even the DA had something to do with that man getting stabbed up the way he did, bro. You can't tell me they didn't have something to do. You can't tell me that wasn't coordinated, because they're starting to hear the rumblings. They're starting to see what's happening, and they're starting to see that he's going to get out. So to kind of save face here or there, you know what I'm saying? To fucking, dog, they tried to kill him. They tried to kill him. Bruh, Teasy, dog, that's the only thing that makes sense, bruh. That's the only thing that makes sense, dog. You can't tell me that this man just randomly got into something around the time that they're starting to hear that more evidence is coming out and all of this shit. And, you know, now government officials are getting involved and stuff like that. Bruh, I'm like, dog, that shit is so unfair, bro. That is so unfair, and I don't give a damn who it was. It could have been the other way around, and I would still feel the same way, bro. I don't like nobody being incarcerated for fucking no reasons, things that they didn't do, bro. That's why when I see people talking about, oh, he need to get raped in prison and shit like that, I'm like, dog, how could you wish that on somebody when you wouldn't want it for yourself? How could you wish that on somebody when you wouldn't want it for yourself? A lot of y'all motherfuckers who be talking about y'all want certain things to happen to people and shit like that. Like, y'all be wanting that shit to happen, but y'all have never lived a life that would have ever put you in that position for you to even be comfortable saying that you want that shit to happen to somebody. But I don't wish prison. I got a lot of people that's in fucking prison. I don't wish prison on nobody. On nobody. Don't get me wrong. If you go to prison for something that you did, then you got to suffer the consequences and you got to be accountable for whatever you went to prison for. But I'm not just going to be out here wishing people go to prison, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to Bari, man. What's up, Bari? He say, what up, Sick? Should I buy an Xbox Series S? It's definitely a setup. Yeah, you should. You should buy an Xbox. You should buy an Xbox Series S. A X if you can find one. You should go get one. You should go get one, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fucked up ass nigga. Like, I just sat here and told y'all shouldn't be wishing shit on people that you wouldn't do for yourself, dog. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel kind of bad now that I even said that. Nah, I don't think you should. Oh, man. Nah, it ain't. The thing about it is that Meg Thee Stallion, she's a fucked up human being. She's a fucked up human being, bro. She don't take accountability, none of that shit. The fact that they claimed that they lost the bullet fragments or whatever that they quote unquote found, that is just beyond me. Again, the fact that he got found guilty, I can't even begin to tell you how that's even possible. No gunshot residue on his hands, but he shot the gun apparently. The friend has gunshot residue, but they didn't test her for it. They didn't test it for her DNA. They didn't test the gun for her DNA. Dog, you mean to tell me you got all these people in this vehicle and you didn't test everybody? You only test the man? Like, what? And then I always thought that sounded weird. I'm like, dog, why would Tory want to shoot any of these? Tory was at the height of his career. That's what y'all don't understand. That's what y'all don't understand about this entire thing. Tory was at the height of his career and he was doing a lot of things independently, which again, that's why Roc Nation was so fucking pissed off, because they wanted Tory. But Tory like, nah, man. And he ended up getting out of his contract or whatever, bro. They don't want you being independent and doing things without them. They want you to be dependent on them. And I just like, it's so crazy because all of this stuff was right. It was done right in front of people's faces, and everybody seemed oblivious to everything that was going on. And I just don't understand how that is. I don't understand how that is. I don't understand how everybody could know that all of this stuff is going on and be oblivious to it. If I was Tory, the last thing I would be wanting to do is shoot at a female. Shoot at a female. Because he couldn't get his point across unless he shot at her with a gun, right? I think the driver and the bodyguard were all fucked up for not coming forth and telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Even though Kelsey was, employing the nigga, bruh, me, I couldn't, some shit like that would never sit on my heart. It would never sit right with me. It just wouldn't feel right for me to know that I'm watching somebody be prosecuted over something that I can do something about. I would have lost my job for that particular reason. Why? Because sometimes it's better to do what's right than what's going to get you temporary money right there. And it would have just happened. I'd have been like, nah, man, I watched the whole thing. I watched them fighting, right? And then when you see the pictures, you can see Kelsey is all fucked up. She all scratched up and shit like that. Tory ain't scratched up at all. Tory don't look like he been in any sort of a fucking battle. But they look like they been battling. The eyewitnesses said they seen two females fighting. But we believe Tory was like, dance, bitch, dance. Like, come on, man. Come on, bruh. And apparently he was shooting into the car. Yo, come on, man. I swear I hate it, man. I hate it, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. This shit crazy, though. This shit crazy as hell. Nah, that dude was sent to kill Tory, though. Tory wasn't supposed to survive them 14 stabbings. Bro, you don't get stabbed 14 times and walk away with no issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that he was able to get up and run away before his lungs collapsed is beyond me, boy. That boy got to be covered in the blood of Jesus, my nigga. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy fucking work. And that video looked insane. Yeah, a stallion is a male horse, bro. That is what a stallion is, bro. Oh man, Overdrive Prime explains to me how junkie get caught with drugs on them and don't get RICO charges brought against them. Bro, you don't gotta like him, but I'm still waiting for someone to show, hey man, listen man, it ain't gotta be true when it's what you want to believe, man. That's all I gotta tell you. When it's what you want to believe, it ain't gotta be true. He definitely was covered by the blood of our Lord and Savior, man. Yeah, well, you know, yeah, something had to be covering that boy, because I don't know how he survived it. And then they say he had 2 collapsed lungs. I don't know if that happened. 2 collapsed lungs. I don't know if you just returned from that. And I don't even know if the fucking the nurses, you know what I mean? If the nurses in the jail would be able to fucking save your ass from 2 collapsed lungs, nigga. That's crazy. That's insane. All right, so that's enough about those celebrities. That's enough about the celebrities, man. Shout out to the Switch, man. Shout out to the Switch 2, bro. Shout out to the Switch 2, man. The Switch 2 is an incredible piece of tech. If this was 2013, that Switch 2 is an incredible piece of tech. if this was 2013. If this was 2013, man. Hey, shout out to all of my folks out there that's about to go and buy this Switch for $450. Bruh, I salute y'all niggas. Y'all got a lot of faith in Nintendo. Y'all all gonna say the same thing, that is for the exclusives, but I don't know. I don't know if I believe that from y'all no more. I don't know how y'all could be excited for this trash, but good on you, bruh. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be as precise as I can when I say this. My disdain for the Switch 2 has nothing to do with the price and everything to do with what they're offering for the price. I don't have a problem with paying $450 for a device, not at all, but paying $450 for a device that should have been created in 2013 or somewhere around 2014, 2015 maybe. That's absolutely beyond me, dog. There's no level of excitement for Mario Kart that would justify that for me, because you're going to be happy with Mario Kart and whatever colorful ass Nintendo game that they create, and everything else you're going to be like, man, what the fuck is this? What in the fuck is this? That's the kind of conversations y'all are going to have with yourselves. And if you don't, then that means you've been lying all of these years, man. Because apparently nobody wanted 1080-30. Don't nobody want 1080-30, but y'all seem to be okay with that when it comes to the Switch. You seem to be okay with that. And I just don't I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. I was peeping one of these games that they were talking about, and the game, when you see it, you're just gonna be like, bruh, what? But yeah, this is what the Switch 2 is doing in 2025. Hold on, let me find this shit. There we go. Let's see. There we go.
Yo, what's goody?
Yo, what's good, my boy?
Yo, why are people in the chat arguing about RICO charges when they have Google? Like, I hate when niggas go to the internet and don't use the resources they have in front of them. Like what is your issue?
Yeah, I'm just,
like,
you know,
RICO charges is not having drugs, and like, if everybody who had drugs got caught, everybody would have RICO charges. That's not how it works. Like, yeah, I think it's just hard.
Bro, I don't know how you have a RICO charge with no codees. That's what I'm confused about. Can you explain that one? How does one commit a one-man RICO?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Like, it's a organizational thing. It's not just
all the codees flipped. There was never any codees. There were no co-defendants. None. Zero. He's the only one that was ever brought up on a RICO charge. There was never a situation where they was like, RICO charge, you. All of these people are part of this RICO, and then all of them just start fucking pleading out. That's the difference. That never happened, nigga. It was just like, nah, you take this RICO, nigga. You are the org. You are the organization. But anyway, let me show y'all this this fantastic Switch 2 game, man. This fantastic Switch 2 game. Shout out to Nintendo for always being the bare minimum boys. Nintendo is the bare minimum boy, nigga. If you want the bare minimum console, nigga, go get you a Nintendo Switch. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This game here This fucking game right here is on the Switch 2. You know, they playing with the
Oh my
Switch 2,
God.
the little Wiimotes. I mean, not the Wiimotes, but what they call it, Joy-Cons. They playing with the Joy-Cons, bro. They tried to push 4K 60 on the Switch 2, nigga, and said, nah, 1080 30 is where we good at.
This game.
hey, that's
game I was playing sick.
That's a wild jump, dog. 4K 60. Them niggas pushed for 4K 60 and then settled on 1080 30. Nah.